What's good, people? Welcome to the cave. So today we're gonna talk about guns, of course. Um, I recently switched up my carry piece. I was carrying this a Taurus PT 111 Millennium G2 edition. I had it in a simple little cheap leather holster. Uh, Actually, it held up pretty well. I'm not mad at the holster at all. But I did want to switch up my carry piece because I hate frame safeties. I don't want a frame safety, and I'm left-handed. So if I go to use my weapon and safety accidentally comes on, I'm pretty much screwed. Yes, it is definitely loaded, as all of my firearms are. But it held 12 in the magazine, one round in the chamber, and it worked for me flawlessly. And yes, I actually have had to use it. So no complaints from it, but I did want to switch up to something without a safety. So what I did was grab one of these. Yes, Smith & Wesson M&P Shield without the safety. What took me so long was I was trying to find one without an external safety on it. And I finally did, and I love it. I love it. Trigger, love that. It's really thin. I don't know if you can tell. Let's get a comparison right quick. It's really, really thin, especially compared to the double stack 111. But I have pretty large hands. I don't know if you can see, maybe not. But yeah, I have pretty large hands. And when I go to grip it, I have this problem right there with all of that off it. I can get maybe a quarter of my pinky on there, but I wanted something that would be a little more comfortable. The 111, it has this little, I don't know what you call it, little tail type thing on the magazine. The base plate swoops out a little bit and it kind of cups the bottom of the hand, if you can see that. And I can fit all of my hand on there. So I wanted something similar for my flush magazine. Of course, I thought about just carrying the 8-round magazine all the time, but that would kind of defeat the purpose of having a shorter profile height-wise, and that's really what causes most of your printing. So what I did was go to Amazon. And I found this Pearce grip extension for my Smith & Wesson M&P Shield. It's a very small piece, very light, doesn't add any weight. It doesn't give me any extra rounds either. But what it does is basically turn this into something more like this. So I can put my entire hand on there. And what I'm gonna show you today is basically how to install this and show you how it doesn't cause too much more bulk, but does allow you to get a full grip on your firearm. So stay tuned. Okay, so first thing we're gonna do, of course, for this is clear our firearm. I clear my firearms a little differently than some other people. What I like to do first is lock my slide to the rear. Round falls out. What that does is render the gun useless from jump. Cannot be fired. Drop the magazine, boom, and we are good. I check visually and physically. Make sure there's nothing in there. I don't know if you can see it or not. Whatever, trust me. And we're done with this part. Now I have my magazine. What I'm going to do is take the rounds out. So it holds 7 rounds. Those are out. And actually, what I'm going to do now is go and put all my ammunition up somewhere else far away so that it doesn't magically sneak back inside the magazine or the gun. So hold on. Okay, now I'm going to show you how simple this is. Not a big deal at all. What you have is my magazine, 7-round magazine, and my Pearce grip extension. I'm going to go ahead and open that up. You can see it's nothing special. grip extension. It's made for the shield, so of course it should fit. Even a picture on the back. Check that out. So, don't need that anymore. What I do is I take my magazine, okay, and you will see up under the M&P logo, there's a little square tab inside of a hole. I don't have a punch or anything, whatever. So, take a drill bit, something like it, and I push in on that tab. You'll feel it go down, and you can slide the base plate forward. Now, keep your hand over the bottom because it is under pressure. There's spring under there. Slide the base plate off. Keeping that down, what I'm gonna do is just slide the Pearce grip extension right over it. Make sure you get in those grooves. I'm not sure if you can see it, but there are grooves there. So push that down, slide it, and you should hear click. Once you hear click, you see the little tab in there, you're done. That's it. Of course, I will keep my old base plate inside the Pearce box. I'll just put it back in there and put it in my junk drawer full of other gun goodies or whatever. And that's it. Okay, now that we've got the grip extension on, everything's all good. What I do is, of course, load my magazine. My magazines are always loaded. I got 7 rounds here, which is all that holds. 2, 4, we got 5, there goes 6, and 7. Come on with me, 7. Okay, we got 7. Got my gun back. Go ahead, one in the chamber, always. Boom. Danger that bitch. And we're good. Back in the holster. Ready to defend my freedom. America.